There is a patch of ocean on our planet that has captured the human imagination like few others. It is a place of wonder, of speculation, and of deep, enduring mystery. This region is known to many as the Bermuda Triangle. It is not an official name you will find on any world map. Yet, its story is whispered in seafaring tales and aviators' logs. It is a vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, where ships and airplanes have reportedly vanished under the most peculiar of circumstances. Instruments going haywire, sudden violent storms appearing from clear skies. The legend of this strange place did not spring into existence overnight. It grew slowly, built from incidents and articles over many decades. But it was not until 1964 that the name Bermuda Triangle was coined by the author Vincent Gaddis. It was this act of naming that truly gave birth to the legend, giving people a single, evocative term for a place of seemingly inexplicable phenomena. What is it about this particular corner of the world that fascinates us so much? Perhaps it is the vastness of the open ocean itself, a realm that remains largely unexplored and untamed. The sea has always been a source of sustenance and fear for humanity. It is a powerful, unpredictable force. The idea that a specific part of it could be even more dangerous, maybe even supernaturally so, taps into our most ancient anxieties. The stories of the Bermuda Triangle are more than just tales of lost craft. They are modern myths, cautionary tales that remind us of nature's immense power and the limits of our own understanding. These mysteries invite us to wonder, to question what we think we know about the world around us. Are the disappearances simply a collection of unrelated tragedies, amplified by coincidence and sensationalism? Or is there something else at play? Could there be unique geological or meteorological forces at work here, creating conditions that can overwhelm even the most advanced technology? The search for answers continues, drawing us deeper into the heart of this oceanic enigma. The allure of the unknown is a powerful force, and in the Bermuda Triangle, the unknown seems to stretch on forever, as deep and as dark as the waters themselves. To understand this mystery, we must first understand its geography. The Bermuda Triangle is not a small, isolated spot. It is an immense swath of the North Atlantic Ocean. Its boundaries are generally described by 3 points that form a vast triangle: Bermuda, Miami, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Connect those 3 points on a map, and you reveal a colossal area of water. The sheer size of this region is often underestimated. Depending on whose definition you follow, the Bermuda Triangle covers an area of anywhere from 500,000 to 1.5 million square miles. That is a truly staggering expanse of ocean. Within this massive territory lies some of the deepest water in the Atlantic, including the Puerto Rico Trench, which plunges to a depth of more than 27,000 feet. A world of immense pressure and perpetual darkness. Anything that sinks is likely lost forever. This region is also known for highly variable and treacherous weather. It sits directly in the path of many hurricanes that form in the warmer Atlantic. These storms generate colossal waves and ferocious winds that can overwhelm modern vessels. The Gulf Stream, a powerful and swift ocean current, flows directly through the triangle. This river within the sea can create unpredictable weather and quickly sweep debris or wreckage far from its origin, making search and rescue operations incredibly difficult. It is this combination of immense size, extreme depth, and volatile weather that makes the Bermuda Triangle naturally hazardous. Many experts believe these factors alone can explain many reported disappearances. A sudden violent storm could capsize a ship in minutes. A small plane can enter unexpected turbulence and be lost without a distress signal. The ocean is powerful and unforgiving. This stretch seems to concentrate many of its most formidable forces into one legendary triangle. The geography itself becomes a key character in this ongoing story. While the Bermuda Triangle is famous for its mysteries, it is important to remember that it is not an empty void. It is a region bordered by land and teeming with life. Bermuda, the United States, and Puerto Rico. For them, this expanse of ocean is not a backyard, a workplace, a vital part of their cultural identity. The people living in these coastal communities have a deep and intimate relationship with the sea. It has shaped their history, their economy, and their way of life for centuries. In Florida and Puerto Rico, cities like Miami and San Juan are bustling metropolises, their shores lined with ports, marinas, and beaches. The waters here are a playground for tourists who come to swim, sail, and soak up the sun. They are also a critical source of livelihood for countless fishermen who head out each day in search of their catch. These communities have a healthy respect for the ocean's power, passed down through generations. They know its moods, its dangers, its beauty, and its bounty. For them, the sea is a provider, a neighbor they have learned to live with. The island of Bermuda, the triangle's northern apex, has a unique character all its own. This small chain of islands sits far out in the Atlantic, a remote outpost of civilization surrounded by the vastness of the sea. Bermudians have a long and storied maritime history, from shipbuilding to international commerce. The iconic pink sand beaches and turquoise waters are the foundation of its tourism industry. Daily life in and around the Bermuda Triangle is a dynamic mix of commerce, recreation, and tradition. It is a place of constant movement. This constant human activity stands in stark contrast to the area's mysterious reputation. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle is built upon a foundation of chilling stories, tales of ships and planes that ventured into its waters and were never seen again. One of the earliest and most significant incidents involved the USS Cyclops. In March of 1918, the vessel departed from Barbados. It was carrying over 300 crew members. It also carried a heavy load of manganese ore. It was headed for Baltimore but never arrived. No distress call was received. Search teams found no wreckage, no lifeboats were found, not a single trace of the ship or crew. It simply vanished, leaving unanswered questions. Perhaps the most famous story is Flight 19. On December 5, 1945, 5 Avenger torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale for a routine training flight. The flight leader reported his compasses were malfunctioning. He said they were lost. Radio transmissions show growing confusion among the pilots. They flew aimlessly over the churning sea. After hours of garbled messages, there was only silence. All 5 planes, 14 airmen, had disappeared. A Martin Mariner rescue plane sent with a crew of 13 also vanished that night. These high-profile military disappearances were joined by stories from the world of civilian travel. In 1948, the British passenger plane Star Tiger vanished from Azores to Bermuda with 31 people. The pilot reported clear weather and a normal flight just before contact was lost. Less than a year later, the sister plane Star Ariel vanished from Bermuda to Jamaica under similar conditions. Once again, no distress call, no wreckage, no explanation. It was as if the planes were plucked from the sky. These tales share unsettling themes: the suddenness of the event, the lack of any distress signal, and the complete absence of wreckage. Theories include giant rogue waves, methane gas eruptions from the seabed, magnetic vortices, and even extraterrestrial intervention. Still, the completeness of these vanishings leaves room for wonder. These stories have become modern folklore, daring us to find an answer. Despite its ominous reputation, the Bermuda Triangle today is far from a no-go zone. It's actually one of the most heavily trafficked regions of ocean in the world. Every single day, a constant stream of vessels crisscrosses these waters. Huge container ships, the lifeblood of global trade, navigate well-established shipping lanes, carrying cars and electronics, moving between the Americas, Europe, and the Caribbean. These modern giants are equipped with advanced navigation systems, satellite communication, and real-time weather tracking, making their journeys far safer than those of their predecessors. Tourism is another vital industry that thrives inside the legendary triangle. Millions of people flock to the region each year, drawn by sun, sand, and sparkling blue water. The cruise industry in particular relies heavily on these routes. Massive cruise ships like floating cities sail between the ports of Florida, the Bahamas, and the Caribbean islands. Passengers on board swim, dine, and relax on deck, often completely unaware they're passing through the heart of one of the world's greatest mysteries. The skies above the Bermuda Triangle are just as busy as the seas below. It's a major corridor for commercial air traffic and private aircraft. Hundreds of flights a day pass through this airspace, connecting North America and South America. Modern aircraft are fitted with redundant systems and sophisticated technology, making them incredibly reliable. Air traffic controllers monitor their progress continuously, ensuring a level of safety unimaginable in the era of Flight 19. So, has the mystery been solved? Not entirely. Scientists continue to study the region, investigating unique ocean currents, studying deep-sea geology, and testing for sudden methane gas releases. Yet no single theory explains all the strange events. And so the Bermuda Triangle remains a fascinating paradox, a place of bustling commerce and everyday life, yet also a place that holds on to its secrets. A reminder that even in our high-tech world, some corners of the planet still inspire wonder and mystery.